Solve the equation questions in BECE or Junior Waec. Now, what is an equation? Equations are simply expressions with equality sign. You have the equal to sign. If I give you 2s plus 1, this is not an equation, it's an expression. If I now say it's equal to something, let's say it equals 5, this becomes an equation. If you are solving this equation, this is simply, you have 2s, this is 1, this is 5. We collect like terms. So this means 2s is equals, this is plus 1. We'll take it to the other side to meet 5. And here it is positive plus 1. Immediately it crosses this equality sign, it becomes negative. So when it's here, it's no longer plus 1, it's now minus 1. So to have 5 minus 1, this will give you 2s is equals 5 minus 1 is 4. This is 4. We are looking for s, not 2s. So to remove this 2, we divide both sides by 2. And one thing in mathematical equation is that what happens to one side should happen to the other side. This is what makes the equation balance. So 2 divided 2 will give you 1. This will give you 1s, which is the same thing as s. So here we have s is equals 4 divided by 2 is equals 2. So the answer here is 2. This is how you solve basic equations. And in equations, we have linear equations. All these equations you are seeing, they are linear equations. The highest power is 1. We have quadratic equation. That one, the highest power is 2. I will solve those ones in the next videos. Just subscribe. You get all the videos you need. Then there is simultaneous equation. In that one, you are solving 2 equations together. So we have polynomials. In that one, we have higher powers. So which you will see if necessary. So now let's see the BECE questions. The first question says 1 over m is equals 4 over 5. Now, when you have this kind of equation, this is 1 over m equals 4 over 5. What you simply do, there's equality sign, fraction, fraction, and nothing here, nothing here. Cross multiply. That is it. And what is cross multiplication? You draw something like this either in your mind or in a rough sheet, or you say cross multiply. It means what is here multiplied by this equals what is here multiplied by this. So if I say what is here multiplied by this, 1 times 5 is equals 4 times m. 1 times 5 is 5 equals 4 times m is 4m. Now take a look at this. 4 times m is equals 4m. But 4 plus m is not equals 4m. You can add letter and alphabet. So 4 plus m is the same thing as 4 plus m. You can't add them. And you can't 4 minus m is the same thing as 4 minus m. It won't give you a single value. It's only multiplication that will work for numbers and alphabets. Now we have this. So we are looking for m and not 4m. What to do now is divide both sides by m, right? To remove this, divide both sides by 4 to remove m. So 4 divided by 4 will give you 1. That means 5 over 4, you'll be left with m. This implies that m is equals 5 over 4. The options are in mixed fraction. And our answer is in what? Improper fraction. When you are in this kind of situation, don't be crying like, hey, I did not get the answer. No, your answer is correct. Keep this one. Convert all these ones to mixed fraction. Anyone that gives you 5 over 4 is simply the answer. How do you do that? To convert this to improper fraction, simply say 4 times 1 is what? 4. Plus 1, 5. So option A is the same thing as 5 over 4, which is actually the correct answer. Now option B, 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3 over this 2. So option B is the same thing as 3 over 2. Option C is 2 times 2 is 4, right? Plus 1, 5 over 2. So option C is actually 5 over 2. Option D is 2 times 3 is 6, plus 2 is 8 over 3. So this is 8 over 3. Option E is actually 4 times 3 is 12, right? 12 plus 1 is 13. So this is actually 13 over 4. So that's how you convert mixed fractions to improper fractions. So we've gotten our stuff, which is A. This is obviously 4 over s. So if that's 4 over s, that means you are solving the equation 4 over s is equals 8. Now take a look at this. This 8 is the same thing as 8 over 1, right? So we have this here, we have this here. To solve this, just cross multiply. So this will give you 4 times 1 is equals 8 times s, right? So 4 times 1 will give you 4 is equals 8 times s will give you 8s. So let's divide both sides by 8. This divide by this, that means we are left with only s here. 4 divided by 8 is simply 1 over 2. Because 4 divided by 4 is 1. 8 divided by 4 is 2. So s is equals 1 over 2. So that's option D. So here you can see that equations in BECE are not that difficult. This next equation says solve 2s plus 3 over 3 minus 3s over 2 is equals minus 4. In this equation, you cannot cross multiply because you have 2 values here and 1 there. If it were a single, you can cross multiply. And look at something else. This thing minus is holding them. So when minus is holding 2 values and you are solving them, there is high chance that what you do is look for LCM. The LCM of 3 and 2 is 2, 3, 1. So 2 times 3 is 6. The LCM of 3 and 2 is 6. So we have 6 here. Now after looking for the LCM, we solve it this way. We say 6 divided by 3 is 2, right? We use the 2 to multiply this. So here will be 2s plus 3 minus. Now 6 divided by 2 is 3. So we use that 3 to multiply 3s to give you minus 4. Do you understand? Correct. Now we open this bracket to have 2 times 2s will give you 4s plus 2 times 3 is 6 minus 3 times 3 is 9. So instead this is 9s over 6 to give you equals minus 4. So looking at this, we have 4s, we have 9s. They are similar, so we can subtract. So here 6 is on its own. 4s minus 9s should give you minus 5s. 4 minus 9. Minus means you are owing. So you are owing 9, you have 4. So if you pay that 4, you still be owing 5. So it's still minus. Hope you get. So if you arrive at this, now 6 minus 5s, it won't work like I told you. But since this sign is covering everything, and this is the same thing as over 1, we can cross multiply. So cross multiplying, this will give you 6 minus 5s times 1 is remained equals minus 4 times 6, right? So this will give you 6 minus 5s is equals 4 times 6 is minus 4 times 6 is minus 24. So we are left with 6 minus 5s is equals minus 24. So we collect like terms. Let's bring minus 24 here and take minus 5s there so that the minus 24 will come and meet this 6. Or you can choose to take this 6 there and leave minus 5s. Any way you do it is correct. This will give you 6 minus 24 is crossing the equality sign. It will give you plus 24 equals minus 5s is going that way. It will become plus to give you 5s. 6 plus 24 is 30, right? So 30 is equals 5s. Now we are looking for s. We divide both sides by 5. Here over 5. Here over 5. This will cancel. So s will be 30 over 5. And this will give you 6. So the correct option here is 6. That's option B. So the last one says s minus 1 over 3 over 3 is equals 0. So in this equation, we are solving for s, and minus is holding them. So we can't just cross multiply. We have different ways to solve this equation. I will solve it in the two ways. You can choose to say, since there is minus here and this is 0, you can collect like terms. You can say s over 3 is equals, everything here goes this way to give you plus 1 over 3. Because this will give you 0 plus 1 over 3 to give you 1 over 3. Then you cross multiply to have 3s is equals 3. So s will give you 3 over 3 equals 1. You can do it this way, or you come here and say s over 3 minus 1 over 3 is equals 0. So you can choose to look for LCM here, so that the LCM is 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 1 times s is s. 3 divided by 3 is 1 times minus 1 is minus 1 is equals 0. So solving this, s minus 1 is equals 3 times 0 after cross multiplying. So s minus 1 is equals 0. 3 times 0 is equals 0. So taking this minus 1 this way becomes positive. So s is equals 0 plus 1 is equals 1. So anyhow you solve it, you get 1. So your answer is 1. So that's how you solve equation questions. Thank you for watching my video. I am Flash Isaac. Feel free to subscribe to this channel, Flash Learners, to get my updates on new videos. And don't forget to check out my other videos. Visit flashlearners.com/videos or search Flash Learners on YouTube to see my amazing videos for all your topics. I really appreciate your time. Thank you.